That's the fact. And no matter how unachievable that goal or dream might be, if you keep practicing and keep working towards it, one day you get very close.
Nobody cares. Turn order.
There's been some talk about possibly Joshua using Jake Paul as a tune-up to fight you. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know about tune-up. I think Jake Paul knocks him out.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah.
What if I told you the fight world just witnessed a twist no one saw coming? Jake Paul, a former YouTuber turned knockout hunter, is currently training alongside none other than Tyson Fury, the undefeated heavyweight king himself. As Jake sharpens his weapons for the Anthony Joshua showdown, Fury claims the kid has stepped dangerously close to achieving his long-term vision. According to Fury, this fight isn't just another hype moment. It's a defining chapter, a leap toward something far bigger. He even calls the matchup a razor-tight 50-50 battle, insisting Jake has evolved far beyond his online past and now trains with the mindset of a real contender hungry for legacy. The pressure is real, and the stakes are massive.
And even if you don't actually achieve the biggest target in your life, you might get close to it, so it's definitely worth pursuing. But someone who doesn't have goals and doesn't have a target.
Jake Paul is grinding harder than ever, pushing through a brutal training camp with one mission locked in his mind: becoming a world champion. He's treating every session like a make-or-break moment, dialing in his discipline, sharpening his conditioning, and attacking every weakness without holding back. Jake believes his relentless work will pay off, proving he's far more than a celebrity stepping into the ring. In his mind, every drop of sweat is an investment in a future built on real boxing respect.
Treated like I'm Jake Paul or famous person. No, like they treat me like I'm trying to become a world champion, which is exactly the case.
Tyson Fury believes Jake Paul has a genuine shot at shocking Anthony Joshua, pointing to how dramatically Jake has evolved as a fighter. Fury says the days of underestimating Jake are over because he's transformed from a social media star into a disciplined, dangerous competitor. According to Fury, Jake's focus, improvement, and hunger make him capable of surprising even seasoned heavyweights. He warns that Joshua cannot take Jake lightly, because this version is sharper, tougher, and far more determined.
Talk about possibly Joshua using Jake Paul as a tune-up to fight you. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know about tune-up. I think Jake Paul knocks him out.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why so? What impresses you about Jake Paul?
I just think Jake Paul would knock AJ out. I think AJ's a spent force, and I think Jake Paul's on the rise. And I like his new heavyweight look.
Boxing has always been a battlefield where punches matter, but business decides everything, and Barry Hearn makes that crystal clear when talking about Anthony Joshua's next move. Hearn, a legendary promoter who has seen the sport evolve for decades, argues that Joshua should seriously entertain the idea of fighting Jake Paul.
Why?
Because at the end of the day, boxing is a money business before anything else. He stresses that the financial pull behind a Joshua-Paul showdown is simply too massive to ignore. Even if purists question the matchup's credibility or competitive balance, Hearn believes fighters must think about their long-term financial security. Opportunities that generate life-changing revenue don't come often, and this one could surpass traditional boxing expectations. For promoters, fighters, and global audiences, the financial explosion this fight could create is enormous. According to Hearn, dismissing a bout of this scale purely on sporting logic would be unrealistic in today's entertainment-driven boxing landscape.
Should fight Jake Paul. What's your view on that, Barry?
Money. Don't be silly. You know, I mean, you're mostly sensible, aren't you?
Mostly.
Mostly. Of course, we're all purists at heart, but purism doesn't necessarily pay the bills. And boxing is a money business. And the day we don't accept that and then move on, we won't understand why certain things happen.
So if that fight's there next week and it's signable and they can do Joshua against Tyson Fury next year, take the Jake Paul fight in December, go and do it.
120.
Sports analyst Simon Jordan has weighed in on Jake Paul's unconventional rise, offering a sharp look at how unusual his path truly is. Jordan emphasizes that Jake's transformation from a YouTube entertainer into a fighter calling out world-class athletes is something boxing has never really seen. In the traditional boxing world, this kind of leap is often met with doubt and heavy criticism. Jordan explains that boxing has always celebrated a slow, disciplined climb, years in the amateur system, countless rounds of development, and a structured progression through tougher opponents. Jake Paul's approach, on the other hand, completely challenges that blueprint. For many within the sport, It brings up serious questions about how much respect Jake has shown to boxing's deeply rooted traditions. They wonder about the legitimacy of his opponents, the competitive value of his matchups, and whether this accelerated path can actually survive at the highest level. Jake's rise isn't just different, it's disruptive. If you want the next one, send it.
Boxing purist, it doesn't sit well, but as a normal working class lad, I've been asked by builders, would you fight Jake Paul for £5 million? I never got £5 million for fighting anyone else in a fight, so it's the silliest question in the world. I've been retired 7 years, I'm still very confident. If you give me 3 weeks to get off the couch, I'll probably still beat him with one hand. It's not. Yeah. He's not a good fighter, so it's not even being disrespectful to him. As a YouTuber, as a presenter in what he does, he blows me out the water. That's his line of work. But stepping into boxing, another profession, now to call it like Canelo out, I think is disrespectful. To call Anthony Joshua out is lunacy. But we know why it's happening and why he does it.
Forget Jake Paul. Forget Jake Paul. Paul. I mean, Jake Paul's going to do what Jake Paul does. But Anthony Joshua, and with respect to you and what you did and didn't earn in your career, Anthony Joshua has earned a king's ransom. Yeah. So he doesn't need to be fiddled with this, does he? Yeah.
No, he doesn't. But again, all I keep seeing from people out there is, when is enough enough? And I get that. But when you're retired at 33, 34, and you've got to make that last, now you've got more experience than me in this, dealing with a lot of footballers in the past as well, and business people who have to make a certain amount of budget last.
Despite facing constant criticism, Jake Paul has undeniably delivered some of the biggest paydays many professional boxers have ever seen, proving his massive financial influence on the sport. His ability to draw attention, generate hype, and elevate purses has changed opportunities for fighters who rarely received mainstream spotlight. Yet his behavior hasn't earned universal respect. Analysts and longtime fans point out that Paul frequently disrespects boxing legends and traditional fighters, calling them out in ways viewed as provocative, arrogant, or dismissive. This creates a powerful tension in modern boxing. On one side, Paul injects money, visibility, and excitement. On the other hand, his disruptive attitude challenges long-standing traditions and divides opinions among veterans and purists who value boxing's heritage. Many believe his influence will continue shaping the sport's future in ways impossible to ignore for years.
To fight Anthony Joshua, exclusive, because I know that I will.
I'm so sorry for my English, but I have to. See, Jake Paul does lots of good things. He has a camp for kids where he, I guess, gives training and coaching and gloves and environment for kids in Puerto Rico. He helped lots of boxers to get the bigger purse than they deserve. He has done some good things. But, and you are kind of trying to be on his side, but then he says something like that. Like, you almost are on his side, and then he says, I want to fight Anthony Joshua and Canelo at the same night, or whatever. Jake, fighting Anthony Joshua and Canelo is not fighting Tyron Woodley or 60 years old Mike Tyson with Alzheimer's. Anthony Joshua is able to literally kill you. No doubt. If his mission is to kill you on the ring, he will kill you. You lost against Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury won against you. What Anthony Joshua? What Canelo, my friend? Canelo, you would need the liver replacement after Canelo fight. I promise you. I don't know. So stop doing that shit. Do the good things you are doing, and we will be on your side. Just stop saying crazy shit.
As the conversation intensifies, the looming showdown between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul continues to capture global attention, blending raw danger with blockbuster spectacle. Analysts agree that Joshua's size, power, and elite pedigree create a mountain Jake has never attempted to climb. Yet the unpredictability of celebrity-driven boxing leaves room for chaos, controversy, and unexpected moments that fuel worldwide debate. Critics warn that Jake is stepping into the deepest water of his entire career, facing a man who has knocked out giants and dominated world-class heavyweights for nearly a decade. Still, supporters claim Jake thrives on risk, using pressure as fuel to push beyond perceived limits. This dynamic transforms the potential fight into more than just a clash of styles. It becomes a collision of ambition versus legacy, entertainment versus tradition, and commercial power versus pure sporting skill. For Joshua, the challenge lies in balancing financial reward with professional credibility, while Jake confronts the possibility that this could be the bout that defines, or ends, his journey in boxing. No matter the outcome, one truth stands clear: the world will be watching. The stakes are extreme, the emotions are high, and the spotlight has never been brighter. And as fans speculate, argue, and anticipate the chaos that could unfold, one thing is certain: this matchup will reshape conversations in both boxing and entertainment for a long time. If you want more deep breakdowns, explosive updates, and high-energy analysis, make sure you like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel right now.